Alright, today we're going to explore some scatter plots. And so first we're going to start by making one. So I got a XY table there, inputs and outputs, so I'm going to draw this on the graph. So let's get an X and Y axis. So on the bottom we have 1 through 7. So let's just count every 2 as 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then our greatest number is 9, and we have some halves in there, so let's go with every number as being, every 2 lines as being 1, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're just going to plot these points. So 1 is at 5, 2 it is 5.5, 3 is 6.5, 4 is 7. I got off on my dots there. So 2 was 5.5, 3 was 6.5, 3.5 was 6.5, 4 is 7, 4.5 is 8, 5 is 8, 6 is 8, and 7 is 9. So in a scatter plot, you don't connect these points because it would, you could have other points in here. You could have 2 number 4s, for example. So let's just see what would happen if I did that. So we're going to add one more number here. Let's say 4 was 6. So I put another value here at 4 and has one at 6. So you see, you can't really connect these dots because they're just kind of there and they don't really make sense to connect. But what you can do is drawing a trend line, and that's just a line that has about half the dots on top of it and half the dots on bottom. So something kind of like that. So I got some dots above it, some dots below it, and some dots on the line. And this is considered a positive trend, and we'll go over that in just a second, what all the different trends are. Alright, so I got 3 graphs here, and I didn't put in an X or Y axis, and it doesn't really matter. We're just looking at trends here. So this first one is the one we looked at just a minute ago, and that's a positive trend. So generally the numbers, as you go up along the X, they're going up along the Y. So the opposite of that, would that be that blue one? That's a negative trend. So generally as the numbers go down or go up along your x-axis, they go down along your y. And then the last one is no trend. And this is where your dots are just kind of all over the place, and this means there's no correlation between the two things you're comparing. So let's talk about some of those and when we might see each of those. Alright, so a positive trend could be your age and your height. Generally, as you get older, you get taller, at least for kids. Adults, that wouldn't be the case. Another thing that might have a positive trend would be your bank account over time, assuming you don't take out money. Some negative trends would be tickets at a fair over time, or coupons at a fair over time. So you go ride a ride, you spend a couple of your coupons, you look around, find another ride you want to ride, spend some more coupons. So generally as time goes on, you're running out of coupons. So that's an example of a negative trend. And then no trend is just where we have no correlation between the two values. So this could be something like your height and the number of pets you have. for your shoe size and the sport you play. So just things that really don't have any, one thing doesn't have anything to do with the other. So those are some things that would be no trend.